Raise your drinks up casually. Raise your drinks up. Raise your drinks up casually. It's the Black Bourbon family.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason.
And I'm Brandy.
And we're the Black Bourbon family. Today, we have a unicorn. A very hyped up bottle. A very
I'm gonna hide it in my cabinet bottle.
Yep.
Bring it out right before the video bottle.
Yep. Anything else? Because I know she gonna drink it bottle.
Didn't tell my wife I had it bottle.
Today, y'all, we have Weller CYPB. Create Your Perfect Bourbon. So in 2015, there was a website, I think it was called like yourperfectbourbon.com, and basically what they did is they were asking people what would be the perfect bourbon to create. And so they went anywhere from age to bourbon barrel locations within the warehouse, proof, mash bill, this and that, and they created, or the consensus I would say, was what we have here. So Buffalo Trace decided to put what people would consider as the perfect bourbon. They put it in a bottle, and you can see on the back of it, it just says, it gives you a little bit of the details of what happened. It says, a few years ago, we asked whiskey drinkers to craft your perfect bourbon online by visiting yourperfectbourbon.com and choosing what would be in it. Just all the things that I said. And so this bottle is like, it's crazy if you see the price of this bottle online. I mean, we talking MSRP, what I was fortunate enough to pay, $65.
Okay.
See?
I was holding my breath.
She was waiting for the $165. Online secondary, we are talking 800, 900, and higher at times. I've only seen this bottle once in the store, and it was around $800 then.
Wow.
So it stayed in the store.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this goes in the whole Weller lineup. You know, most of Weller is just hard to find bourbon, hard to get bourbon. Outside of the Special Reserve, which is a green label, and the Antique, the red label, which some places that's even hard to find. Weller is just one of the most sought after bourbons. So this one comes in, I said MSRP it may have been $70, between $65 and $70. The proof is 95 proof, so it's not a high proof. Age, I believe the age is around 8 years old, somewhere around there. So it's a good age on the bourbon. But let's see, Brandy, if it is worth the hype. Let's see first if it's worth the $65, $70. I can tell you already, it's not worth $800. I don't even have to taste it. Well, we've tasted it. Oh, I'm sorry. I've tasted. This will be, you will get Brandy's true reaction, true just whatever word you want to use, non-biased opinion. She's gonna tell you exactly how she feels. Right, Brandy?
Yeah. we've tasted it. I didn't even know it even existed.
Oh,
So
surprise.
anyways,
All right, here we go.
what'd you forget?
Oh, what did I forget? You tell them, Randy. I was going to say, what did I
You
forget?
are so good at it.
Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram. And also, let us know if you've tried this before. Whether you have your own bottle, you tried it in a bar, friends, wherever. Tell us your opinion of this and how does it compare to what we think.
Well, as I always start, it definitely has some spice.
It has some spice. Mm-hmm.
Look. Woo.
Yeah, for 95 proof, it smells a little higher proof, right?
Yeah. Maybe some honey.
I get that honey.
Yeah, honey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course, the typical vanilla. I'm getting
The who?
typical vanilla.
Oh, the vanilla. Uh-huh.
But I really think it's honey. I'm getting a lot of honey. But I don't know.
I'm getting a little caramel, and I almost want to say,
Sweet.
yeah, sweet. I get a little bit of fruitiness to it as well. And you know what else I get? I get that Buffalo Trace grapey smell. You get that?
I got it as soon as you was like grapey, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
I'm getting that. Okay.
Yeah. You get that?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, you're not gonna look at me while
Oh,
you
I'm
cheers?
sorry, because I'm mad at
See,
you today.
she mad. She mad. She's like, cheers. Cheers again.
Cheers. Oak.
We getting oak.
I'm getting oak because it's drier.
Okay. I'm gonna wait. See, this is Brandy's review almost, y'all. I want
No,
y'all
it's
to.
No, it's not. But it's weird. So on the front of my palate, I'm not getting the spice, but when it gets down
To the back.
I'm getting that like peppery spice.
What you getting on the front?
It's very light. Maybe that honey I was smelling.
Yep.
But it's not like the sweet honey that you get, but you just get a hint of honey because that oak is kind of taking away some of the sweetness.
Okay.
That's what I got. That's all I got.
So for me, I get that same honey that Brandy mentioned. I get that spice on the back, but I get like in the mid palate, I get a little creaminess to it. It's almost like it's almost, this is to me a very good sipping bourbon. Like taste wise, I don't know. I'll let you give your opinion, but to me, this tastes very good to me. I mean, it has the oakiness, a little bit of oakiness, probably from the 8 years or whatever. It has that sweetness on the front of the palate. It has a little creaminess on the mid palate. This is actually pretty good, Brandy, to me.
Yeah, it is pretty good. It's not probably one of the things I would run to, just because I like sweeter bourbons. But it is easy to drink. It does give you a little hug as it's going down, and I mean the flavors are there. It's just not one that I probably would just like, oh, let me go get some. So he's probably happy.
See, I knew this.
No, he did.
That was right, you know.
No, he
I was
didn't.
like, I'm gonna wait till we do the review. You know.
So, but it's good. But you know, if you like something that's a little bit more oak forward, it's to me, it's not as creamy as I like. A richness or thickness to the bourbon that I like. But if that's something that you like, you'll definitely love it.
Yeah. So here, I'll leave it at this. It's like, is this worth $65, $70? I would say hands down, without a question.
Anything over that.
Anything over that, it's not worth it. It's not. It's not. I mean, this is very good to me, and I enjoyed it when I had my first. I only had one taste of it, y'all. So while no, I did only one. Okay, maybe 1.5. Okay, so but when I first tasted it, I was blown away by how good it was, considering the proof. So like, it doesn't have a long finish or whatever, but it was just like a good tasting bourbon to me. 95 proof, you know, and I was just like, man, this is good.
I mean, for 95 proof, it does drink very well. Yeah.
So
it still has that spice. So if you like spice, it still has it, and it's not overpowering.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's good, y'all. So craft your perfect bourbon. It's definitely worth the $65, $70. I would almost say maybe even $80 or whatever. But $800? No, not at all. Not at all. Which, I mean, honestly, what bourbons out there that's on the secondary are really worth that much money? I would say if you cannot find it, this have just recently released in the Chicago area, and we were fortunate enough to get a bottle. If you can't get a bottle, try it in a bar, or if your friend has it, see if they'll let you have a little bit to check it out. But this is very good. I also have a pairing for it, so I'll put that in the details. But again, let us know if you tried it, what your thoughts were, and we'll go from there. All right?
All right.
So, as mentioned earlier, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram, and we will talk to you next time.
Cheers.